Hi, I'm Tough Sage and this is Tabletop Never Stop. Today we're going to be talking about teaching a Song of Ice and Fire miniatures game to new players, specifically players that are new to tabletop or rank and flank game. Song of Ice and Fire has very simple mechanics, but it also has tons of special abilities as well as cards that play off specific triggers. These additional bits can get fairly confusing pretty quick. So today we're going to try to strip away as much of the game as we can and teach just the bones. To begin, for someone's first game, I would say don't play with tactics cards. They will distract a new player, and frankly, Lannister has a few cards that could frustrate a new player who's already having a lot to deal with. You could play a straight fight game with no objectives, but I recommend playing Game of Thrones. Skip the setup phase and just build the board yourself. In fact, you should just put the armies up yourself too. New players aren't going to want to go through the I put a guy down, you put a guy down routine. I do like to put out terrain for new players as it helps them understand how important movement is. Put a palisade, a bog, and spikes down in the middle of the map. It's simple enough to tell them, you can't move through this slows you down. You can move through this, but it hurts you. I'd say make a narrow X with the objectives. This will keep the fighting quick and brutal. But I think you can skip the objective cards for this game. Again, they're just adding unnecessary complexity. It's also a good idea to tape the objective markers down with painter's tape, so you don't end up accidentally dragging them across the battlefield. Okay, that's set up. But what about the armies? Well, if you only have a starter set, then your options are limited. But if you have a larger collection, I'd recommend building armies that don't have a whole lot of different unit types. Again, we're trying to limit the number of additional rules the player is exposed to in their first game. For commanders, I like Greatjon and the Mountain, as they're both punchy and will lead to a quick fun game. In the description of this video, there are army lists around 30 points for both starter sets and for larger collections. I also recommend going light on the attachments. If you put them in, try to keep them uniform. Once the board's set up, you're ready for your player. Walk them through what actions a unit can do, as well as the tactics board. Explain to them they can get points both for holding objectives and for killing enemy units. The tight space between the objectives will lead to a fast game with lots of dice getting rolled. Don't have the game end when you reach 8 points, but instead continue until the combat has pretty much come to an end. That game should have been over pretty quickly. In the second one, you can go ahead and add in tactics cards and objective cards. Alright, I hope that was helpful. Let me know how teaching your new players is going in the comments, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.